Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It's another beautiful day here in Arizona. You can hear the birds behind me. It's going to be a little warm, about 85 degrees, and it's only the middle of March, but it's supposed to cool down. So we're all in t-shirts and shorts. So sorry for all you guys on the East Coast with all that snow. So today I want to talk about alignments on your Pioneer or any UTV, as a matter of fact. They are super simple. So I already went ahead, I did that alignment, so I'm gonna walk you guys through this and show you exactly how I did it. So I have toe plates set up on my Pioneer, but you don't have to use toe plates. I know people that have used 4-foot levels, angle iron, whatever you need. I like the toe plate method just because I don't have to get a bungee cord out and strap stuff around. But if you got a couple 4-foot levels or a couple 3-foot pieces of angle iron and a couple bungee cords, go that route because it's free and you're not spending money on toe plates that you may only ever use once or twice. So alignment, what is it? Well, we're only doing the toe. We're not doing the caster or camber. There is no caster adjustment. Caster, think of it like casting a fishing pole, it's front and back. A lot of times in vehicles, you're always gonna have negative caster because as your vehicle rolls forward, it's gonna try to push the tires under. Camber is this. So the tires straight up and down, is it leaning out at the top or in at the top? So if you're positive and you have your negative camber. And then you got your toe. We got your wheels straight forward, you got towed out, where they're kind of like a V. And you got towed in where they kind of aim towards a point. And usually you want your toe in the car to be towed in because as you drive, the force is going to push the toe out just a little bit, not a lot. So that's what you want, is toe in normally. Now I know you need to look at your vehicle manufacturer specifications. I've heard some UTVs like to run toe out. I prefer toe in, and the Honda is toe in. So let me show you the specs on the Honda. I'm going to show you how I set up the toe plates and then my measurements and how to adjust it. So come on. So here is the specs for the Honda. So again, I went to my maintenance guide. It's section 323. And here is your toe, and see that they want the toe in so the front is narrower than the rear. So here's your specs. It looks like they want toe in 3/16. So it says toe in means the front measurement is smaller than the rear measurement. So I have toe plates, but again, you can do this with angle iron, a couple 4-foot levels, and I'll explain that to you. So toe plates, what are they? Well, this is it. I'll put a link in the description below so that you can see that. So my toe plates have what they call as offsets right here, and they're almost too small for my current setup. So this offset is actually supposed to sit on the rim, but tire's too big. These are more for cars. You can also buy toe plates for 50, 60, 70 bucks. Other brands that don't have an offset, and you just lean the toe plate right up flat against the bulge in the tire. So how do we measure it? So if you're gonna use toe plates, you put them on and there's slots right here for the tape measures. It is easier to do with 2 tape measures, toe plates. If you buy toe plates, they usually come with a couple tape measures. The only thing special with these tape measures is they go down to a 1/16 of an inch. Every tape measure I have 5 or 6 of them, I seem to accumulate them, it goes down to a 1/16 of an inch. So it's not a big deal. This one, they just come with 2 cheap Chinese-made tape measures, and it works. So if you were to use a piece of angle iron or a level, this is what you would do. So you take your level or angle iron, and you need 2 pieces, one for either side, and you take a bungee and you just bungee it to the tire, just like this. The key is when you're doing this is you need to make sure that the front and the rear of your level or whatever straight edge you're going to use. I don't recommend flat stock. It's not rigid enough unless you get something pretty thick, you know, a 1/4 inch or something like that. You measure the ends so that the front over here and the rear are the same height. So on here, I'd probably have them set as close to the center of the tire as I can, as long as it's lower than this, the bottom of the skid plate. But you can pretty much set it anywhere. So if the front is at 10 inches off the ground, you need over here 10 inches off the ground, and the same on the other side. And that's pretty much what the toe plates do, is they're mirrored, and there you go. So once you get your flat stock, your toe plates, your angle iron, whatever you need set up, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna take a 19mm wrench for the Pioneers, and you're going to loosen your jam nut. And your jam nut is this one right here. And then when you adjust this, the Pioneer spins up here, so you only have one adjustment. Some UTVs or cars, you'll have, when you adjust this, it threads in and out on both sides. The Pioneer only threads into the outer tie rod, so your inner tie rod doesn't adjust at all. So you're gonna loosen your jam nut, you're gonna take a 14mm, and that's how you adjust it. Now when you're adjusting your tie rods, you need to make sure you do both sides. So when I initially set this up with the new A-arms, I could tell it wasn't driving right. It was pulling, not right or left, I felt like I had a drag. Well, when I initially measured it, I was 7/8 inch towed out. Remember, the new A-arms pushed my tires 1.5 inches forward, which just, it set the toe off. So when you adjust this, if you do a 1/2 turn on the passenger side to make it towed in, you need to go do a 1/2 turn on the driver's side towed in. And you keep adjusting back and forth. This whole process takes 15 minutes. It takes longer to set everything up than it does to adjust it. This will not fix your off-centered steering wheel by any means. It'll just make you track straight. To fix your off-centered steering wheel is a whole nother subject. Once you get everything adjusted, you can go ahead, you can go back, and you're going to tighten that and jam that up again. And let me show you the alignment spec that I got. So on my rear, I got 63 7/8 of an inch. On the front, I got 63 3/4. So that means the front is 1/8 of an inch narrower than the rear. So that means I have 1/8 inch towed in, which according to Honda, I need to go another 16th, but that's such a small increment, I'm happy. This isn't a laser level or laser alignment. This is using the old school tape measure method. I know there's other methods out there where people use the string method and where they put a box of string all the way around it. That just seems like it's more work. Get 2 pieces of angle iron or 2 4-foot levels, go borrow it. If you have some thick flat stock, strap it to the tire, get some toe plates, whatever you need, and there's your alignments. I can tell you now, I can feel this thing rolls much easier. 7/8 of an inch was significant. A lot of times, if it's 1/8 inch towed out, you're not going to feel it too bad. So go ahead, leave me a comment below. What do you think of alignments? Like I said, this works for any UTV. You can actually, buy these toe plates and use them for cars just to check your alignment and see if you need to go in. It's not going to be perfect by any means. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time.